The colonies are at so great a distance from England that the members of Parliament can generally have but little knowledge of their business, connections, and interest but what is gained from people who have been there. The most of these have so slight a knowledge themselves that the information they can give are very little depended on, though they may pretend to determine with confidence on matters far above their reach. All such kind of information are too uncertain to be depended on in the transacting business of so much consequence and in which the interests of 2 millions of free people are so deeply concerned. There is no kind of inconvenience or mischief can arise from the colonies having such notice and being heard in the manner above mentioned, but, on the contrary, the great mischiefs have already happened to the colonies, and always must be expected, if they are not heard before things of such importance are determined concerning them. Had the colonies been fully heard before the late act had been passed, no reasonable man can suppose it ever would have passed at all in the manner it now stands. For what good reason can possibly be given for making a law to cramp the trade and ruin the interests of many of the colonies, and at the same time lessen in a prodigious manner the consumption of the British manufactures in them? These are certainly the effects this act must produce. A duty of 3 pence per gallon on foreign molasses is well known to every man in the least acquainted with it to be much higher than that article can possibly bear, and therefore must operate as an absolute prohibition. This will put a total stop to our exportation of lumber, horses, flour, and fish to the French and Dutch sugar colonies. And if anyone supposes we may find a sufficient vent for these articles in the English islands in the West Indies, he only verifies what was just now observed, that he wants truer information. Putting an end to the importation of foreign molasses at the same time puts an end to the importation of foreign molasses at the same time puts an end to all the costly distilleries in these colonies, and to the rum trade to the coast of Africa, and throws it into the hands of the French. With the loss of the foreign molasses trade, the cod fishery of the English in America must also be lost and thrown also into the hands of the French. That this is the real state of the whole business is not fancy. This, nor any part of it, is not exaggeration but a sober and most melancholy truth.